And we're live. Hello, and welcome to the Root Winter Tournament 2023, Round 2, Losers Bracket Game 10. My name is Guerric. This is Lily.
Hello.
Our players today are GFletch.
Did I make a sound? I'm here.
Hey, there you are. I just thought you were ignoring me. We have Macbeth.
Hey, hello.
Friend.
Hello.
And Pwarren.
Hello.
Thank you so much, everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun. You can go ahead and get started.
I'm going to go ahead and apologize to chat. There are no lizards.
Based on what we talked about, I think we're going to go lake.
So there was a wonderful conversation that was off stream, unfortunately. All the players admitted that they lost their round 1 game on Winter Map, and so universally agreed to not play Winter Map.
I was a little sad no one wanted redemption on Winter. I was a little sad for that.
There were badgers in this flop.
Seriously.
It's the right zoom.
Hmm.
That's a little better.
Well, the answer to the easy question is I'll go moles.
Great.
The answer to the hard question of where I set up, I don't know.
Saying this box.
Oh, is that outside help I hear?
Coaching here.
We do have...
My 6-year-old's really gonna be in my favor here.
We got a little coach on the way.
How was the mac and cheese, by the way? You didn't tell me.
I liked it.
Good? I use a different blend of cheeses than normal for that recipe.
It's good.
You're allowed to say you don't like it on stream.
Nice.
Nobody will judge you.
I think I want salt.
You always want more salt.
Now that it's cooled down, I want salt. When it was warm, I didn't need salt.
All right, setting up in 3.
We're gonna call this Homeland, and then we're gonna do 1,
This giggle.
2,
If we get more giggles like that, I will be very happy.
4, and 5.
All right, that gets us a pretty cool spread across
I think
suits.
that's it.
It gets us potentially a 2-slot rabbit clearing,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of controls one of the pivotal choke points of the map.
Also kind of another one, because 9 is also a little pivotal.
A little bit, yeah.
Like 9 and 8 are like the mini pivotal points, I feel like. And we kind of put ourselves in a corner in hopes that no one will come to our corner.
Yeah, that.
I can't remember that, but just looking at the card, their only restriction is that they're adjacent to each other.
That is true.
What's the question?
Cats.
Ah.
Or lions. Their only restrictions is being adjacent to each
I
other.
might actually go cats.
But yeah, the key choke points tend to be like 7, 8,
Crazy as that sounds.
and then like 5, 1, 9 are sort of all potential choke points. It gets a little weirder down here.
I just lost for the woodland.
So,
Looking to play another one of those.
surprised to see Woodland Alliance still making it, but Lake is a kind of negative Woodland Alliance pick.
Yeah, I'll go cats.
Yeah. Surprised Woodland Alliance hasn't been picked is the statement.
Yeah, Wooden Alliance are, of course, probably the strongest remaining faction in that pool. They do struggle a little on Lake Map.
That's big, by the way.
I still will say, though, Cat setting up in 5-11-6 right now
In the tournament these days.
This
makes
is
me
true.
very happy. Would make me very happy.
Setting up in which ones?
5-11-6.
That would be interesting.
Or 1-5-11.
I feel like any cat setup probably needs to make a strong play for 7.
Yeah.
Because we have to be cognizant of Wooden Alliance probably getting chosen, and we need to preemptively start controlling the key choke points to inhibit their game.
Well, I do have a question for you then. I've never been a huge fan of putting the keep on one of the 4 lake clearings.
Homelands.
Do you put the keep in 7?
I think that's perfectly good.
Just to say, like, kind of like a screw you to Woodland Alliance.
And I mean, in this specific faction mix, I don't know who comes to, like, attack the keep on 7.
I'm hoping the keep goes to 5 right now, because again, I don't particularly like it on the lake clearings, but that's just me.
Yeah, we're looking at 1, 5, 11. A funny thing...
It does mess with otters greatly, having the keep on a river clearing.
It messes with otters, but messing with otters sometimes means
Watch out for the room.
otters eat you.
Not on the ruin.
It's not I mean, it's not like otters are the best in the world at doing something like that, but
Yeah.
it's something to be aware of. What I do like about this is
Recruiter.
it's
That's me done.
creating a sort of, yeah, and we put the recruiting station here to create a sort of
I'll go with the
strong posture against moles over here,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a bit of a backline that we can backfill, which
Yep.
is rather nice.
There we go. There, it's gone.
But the problem with that backline is because we didn't choke out the keep, choke out clearing 7 with the keep. The One Alliance can
Crows are
get in
up.
there too.
Did you get your supporters?
Oh right, yeah. I
You mess with the stonks, you get the bonks.
Do you ever get into these games and you think,
That's a better one than your first one, Insolent
"These
Noisemaker.
factions I'm not really sure how to play, so as long as those don't come up,
Oh my gosh, it happens every time I'm in first seat.
I'm like, oh, this is going to be fine. I think based on my hand,
It's an interesting pick between
oh
these two.
boy.
It is. So like it's worth mentioning.
I have to go crows.
There's actually a lot of similarities between these two factions. They're both, insurgent in terms of
I love it.
advanced setup roles. They're both insurgent factions.
So let's see.
They both have a pretty low win rate and struggle to have agency over their own game. They both tend to be assertive and aggressive in thinner games and really struggle in more aggressive ones. And this is a thinner game, notably. So they're going to be allowed to thrive a little bit and be stronger police forces. So and both rely a lot on crafting. So the two factions are actually pretty similar in how they would fit into the dynamic of the existing.
First turn crows. That's
Picks.
as good as it gets, right?
Yeah,
Guaranteed 1 point.
it's about all I can hope for.
But
So we'll take
We
it.
are stealing cards from both the moles and cats on turn 1, which is
and
great.
that's what I was going to talk about. That's the huge difference between the two, is that corvids are going to be a drain on the other factions, while otters are a boost to the other factions. So it's
Let me set
It's
up.
kind of funny how it's like the boat sinks or rises together.
exactly, it's
oh thanks.
Yep, no worries.
similar dynamics minus that one huge
Cool. I think
distinction.
we're good to draft hands.
I should do the overlay. They went so quickly.
They did.
I was trying to just like talk about things, and they're on it. We had moles, we had cats, we had alliance.
Oh, we've got core factions and underworld factions.
Apparently, we're wearing the wrong shirt. I
No,
don't
this
know.
is Woodland Alliance.
I guess so.
Some good shuffles. Yep.
Crap, did we summon them? I've been trying to not summon the Woodland Alliance into the draft.
Nah, Wood Alliance games are the short ones.
So there's a
Start
button
the
there.
game. Pressing it now. Oop.
Oh, they're on.
Here we go.
All over it. Let me turn on turns.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Hey, quick call out. I'm not seeing clearing numbers. So,
Oh, me neither.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
me
not
neither.
either actually.
Anyone who's... It sounds like everyone's not seeing them. If you leave and rejoin, they should appear.
okay. Shall we?
Sure, just put your cards face down before you log out.
It shouldn't
It
matter,
shouldn't
but
matter,
it
but
doesn't
yeah.
hurt. I'll never tell somebody not to do that.
Man, this is. I feel like this is reminiscent of something. Not sure what.
Yeah, I'm getting some strong deja vu here.
Hey, what's going on? We gotta make sure it's the right person's turn when they come back.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Nailed it. It's a TTS thing. The fact that it's happening to everyone means it might be me today.
Looks good to me.
Might be something wrong with the connection on our end.
Good point. Do you want to make GFletch turn?
Take it away.
All right, here we go. We got everybody.
Did it turn off turns?
It might have turned off
I'm
turn.
working on coming back in. I had a put my
Close
cards on the
enough.
table snafu.
It's okay. I don't want to start without everybody there.
Because I'm going to steal those cards.
Alright, everyone back, it looks like.
All set now.
Alrighty, here we go. So I am not
How
going
we
to
start.
cast anything this first turn, regrettably.
That is sad.
But I will be flipping this. know that's probably a surprise.
Saw our cards flipping in.
Shocked. Shocked, I say!
Shocked!
And if I could steal a card from you guys, moles and cats.
Yeah, you can just grab one here.
Thank you.
2 cards is pretty solid.
Rough.
Thank you. All right.
Very solid indeed.
Schmidt, it's a combination of high-level root in general and tournament meta. At higher level root, in the Marauder meta, otters are seen as a weaker faction. And in the tournament in particular...
Information what you will.
Ooh.
Playing that game, they took my swap meet.
Alright. Table saying that Corvids took swap meet and coins.
It's all in the shadows, guys.
That's why we recruited in Bunny.
But more specifically for tournaments, people tend to not like factions that... well, it's not even necessarily true. I was going to say factions where people don't necessarily have control over their own success. But people pick lizards plenty. So, what?
Nothing.
RNG has a lot of control over a lizard's success.
RNG has a lot of control over a lot of people's success. It's not just lizards.
I'm just saying a good lizard game can sometimes win or lose, or very often wins or loses based upon its luck.
Man, we really want cards.
Can't have too many cards. Every card the Corvid has makes us more able to exert.
Then
I think the other thing is Riverfolk feel, the otters feel like they have their fate more in the hands of other players depending on purchases.
I'm going to plot.
And until we can figure out a way to not rely on that, I think that's going to be a kind of steering away of that faction.
Very, very fun faction, but its core mechanism is not necessarily something you want to be engaging with on a tournament level. But they've also had successful games in tournaments, so like, I think a big part of it is just that they're perceived as a weak faction right now.
I'm going to plot in clearing 9.
Double plot.
Double plot.
1 in 10, 1 in 9. Not going for the coins craft.
And I have...
Maybe going for the swap meet.
For my turn.
I'll point out, this is...
Soup kitchens?
Soup kitchens.
Soup kitchens!
So I will not revolt.
Is that even worth pointing out?
Spend
Yes. Clearly the dream.
the 3 cards. Quarter stack. That's
Ooh, Prop Bureau in our random supporters pool. That is sad.
2.
We
But,
got
yeah.
into 7. We got into 2, and we're going into 6.
Yep, this is exactly what I was saying was going to happen during setup, is Wooden Alliance can just get right in here, and now we are all up in the cat's business.
I will say this was like the one time I would have advocated for a
Then
keep
today
in a non-double slot clearing.
false orders.
False Orders is interesting.
That's an interesting craft.
Hard to see that prop bureau in the discard, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It feels like some psychological warfare right there.
I think there's a lot of psychological warfare going on already in this game.
Which, speaking of, Elevar is pointing out, I feel like you also have to put a lot more focus on additional elements of play as the Otters. You've got to table talk a ton, make deals a ton, and pilot the faction well in order to win. Absolutely. Absolutely. They are an all 4 quadrants faction, so to speak. And,
Gotta be a triple threat to be the Otters.
and, I think some of those, this is maybe projecting on my part. No, projecting's not the right word. Maybe base the speculation on my part. I think, you know, like one of those quadrants we can probably say is one that is less exercised by digital, which isn't, you know, again, that's not an insult.
So we're crafting a boot, and I'm wondering if we're doing it to get rid of the card so we can attack the
Wooden Alliance?
Wooden Alliance.
That could very well be. Anyway, to finish my thought, and a lot of people come here from digital.
I will build.
Don't do it.
Yeah, Elavaris. All I'm trying to say is that observation. I absolutely do not mean it in any sort of value judgment way, which sometimes it gets made as, and that's not my goal here.
How many cards do we have in our supporters? 2?
I believe 2, right? Because we crafted 1, and yeah, we mobilized the other 2. Mouse ambush would be devastating here. True.
That's assuming we're going to fight in both locations. We might only fight in the one.
So far,
I'll spend my
Okay, getting rid of our hand.
extra action,
Okay, I was gonna say if we stuck to the build overwork build
or I'll use it to overwork.
pattern, we were not going to battle
Yep.
because we're down cards from extort and craft.
I'll go ahead and take the extra action. So.
Okay,
I
So
will
maybe we'll
my second action
battle both of those.
I mean, we had to get a god draw going into that mouse ambush because we'd only have one thing that drew 1 card.
battle the Woodland Alliance.
What's that?
We only drew 1 card as Woodland Alliance, so we'd have to have a god draw to draw one
I
of
have
them.
no cards, so you can take one off the top.
I do think this is where we can point out that if we were going to battle that,
We could have done it
I'll
first.
spend
Though.
my-
yeah, battling it first would have probably been the optimal play. Unless we specifically had put down a workshop with the intentional risk of losing it.
So what's interesting here is because Woodland Alliance only did 2 cards, if cats battle in all of their clearings just for the funsies, they do get the full 5 cards.
battle
Yes.
the Woodland Alliance here.
But if we also battle in all 3, then they can't revolt.
Yeah, no, it's still brutally bad.
Point. You can take a card off the top deck.
Who here is going to RootCon? I know several people in chat that I'm recognizing have mentioned it. And then we're potentially going to be there.
Still gotta mark my calendar. Get one more action.
Let's see, is there a way I can do
At that point, you got to take out the 1 in 7, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't leave those 2 and not.
Yeah.
Get-
this fairy back?
Oh.
For a
No.
card? Yeah, no.
I mean, this
You should have taken out 7 instead of
I did not
2.
want you to do. God dang it.
Well, maybe.
Ugh.
Okay, well, crows can take out 7 without
We
moving.
both
Yeah, but are they incentivized to?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a point.
My second march.
Yeah, but if you think in the grand scheme of things,
Tempted.
I mean, certainly Corvids don't love Wood Alliance, but they could just focus their game on bunny suits or something. And,
I mean, Corvids can't outrace Woodland Alliance.
no, but my point is you let Wood Alliance revolt here, and they're going to be messing with cats the entire game, which means cats probably have fewer actions to deal with you over here.
Just move these 2 up here. Get some martial law going.
I do like the martial law, but I wish we just killed the
Then I'll move into
Alliance.
evening. Draw 1 card and end my turn.
All right. Well, the fairy was my lifeline towards getting a 3rd card for this sway, so I'm gonna zag a little bit. I'll place one on the burrow. My 2 daylight actions. First, I will reveal to build.
Ah, yeah! Turn 1 build!
and turn 1 craft. We're getting that tea.
We could potentially hold on to that for a turn.
And
I highly doubt we will.
second
It's the pump and dump strat right here.
Maybe?
will be
Pump and dump's usually market, though, so you get the immediate value.
That's true.
move.
Oh, test driver, that's unfortunate.
I'll move these 2 boys in to guard said
That is
citadel.
very unfortunate.
Then I will
Interesting.
you
know, if
because it can't. I will return this to my hand in evening.
Morrow.
Decline. And I will draw a card.
No sway bill. Wow.
No crafting either.
If we'd had 1 to 2 bunny cards. We could have gone for a mole market play or money mark play or whatever name you want to give it, which would have been moving from 3 into 12 and establishing there.
Once in Birdsong, can I use that right now?
You sure can. You
Yeah.
are special that way.
All right.
Crafting swap meet, pretty sweet.
I'm gonna swap meet you.
Hit them all, they're down. Good.
I'm sorry. It's
They showed that tea.
meant out of love.
So if we steal the tea here, can we still craft it since we're in the craft phase?
I shuffled them.
Yeah.
Should I take it out of my hand and give it to you, or do you want to pull it out?
Do you mind if I just take one?
No, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a great question, Lily. Any faction that I can think of, or except for like Vagabond and I think another.
We got the tea.
I used swap meet. Can I continue to craft or am I done?
You can continue to, because it should say craft any number of times using plots.
Go ahead.
Or recruited. So I guess you can.
I don't know. Isn't the craft like one action?
That's my question.
It kind of interrupted the action to do the swap meet. I guess this is what Guerric's for, right?
Guerric.
Hello.
Hi. So is crafting all in one option, or can I use swap meet and then continue to craft?
You may use. You may take actions in between individual crafts, such as using swap meet.
Wow.
So I could craft right now if I wanted to.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you.
There you go.
I like how I had the exact same question they did.
It's a terrific question because the boards are flat out wrong about it to the point that they're misleading.
You gave a card back, right?
This is.
Sorry?
For swap meet, you gave a card back?
You did
I
not.
did not.
I need that card back.
Oh, we got a steal meet.
You're right. I have to give you a card. I'm so sorry.
We got a steal meet on our hands.
No, so I won't.
No, I'm not going to give
I
you.
believe that was a different tea. Yeah, that's the fox tea and not the mouse tea.
I can't just. Here you go. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anyway, to finish my thought. The reason, the thing that taught us this lesson about crafting was we asked Joshua Yearsley if you could craft a false orders, use it, craft a second false orders, and use it all in one turn. And he said the answer is yes.
Yes!
With mouse. Oops.
I saw the mouse card. Test driver, at least robbery gives the opponent a point. Who's bothering me?
All right. And now into
No flips, yeah.
No flips.
daylight. 3 actions. Woodland Alliance, I'm going to battle you in 7.
No ambush.
We did it! That could have been ambushed. No.
I suppose. I don't know. I kind of liked keeping him in one spot up there, so his spreading was more limited because now he can start from anywhere.
You do not want the Woodland Alliance there.
Revolt in 7.
I need a card from you.
Yep.
Stream everything.
And I am going to.
Should I get a GoPro and walk around with it on, streaming the whole time?
Yes.
And I'm going to plot.
All right, so this is pretty great for cats. That's not.
No.
I'm not going
Oh,
to.
you chose not to flip, right?
I chose not to flip. Yep.
Okay, so one thing I find actually disadvantageous
Yes.
to the Woodland Alliance is all of these factions are not heavy move factions, and they're in every clearing, so no one has to move to battle you.
Corvids are movers.
They're movers, but they don't necessarily need to move,
No revolts.
and they can move around things a little bit easier. I just think that's more disadvantageous to the
Red
Alliance.
since the 1, 2.
Oh, dang.
Those could have been pulled from the deck.
Those were almost certainly pulled from the deck, given
No, actually, those could have been in our hand to revolt with.
Or do you like 7?
Oh, maybe. Maybe. Regardless, that's interesting what that does to the crafting economy.
It does kind of crash it a little bit.
A little bit. There's still 2 other coin cards in the deck.
Oh, well, one's in Corvid's hands.
Right. If we believe that.
They had the swap meet, but that was a different player.
Into clearing 10 as well. Should I? I'll go there. 8.
Okay. I do think 8 is more important for Wood Alliance's game.
Did we show 2 cards for that, though?
Is there martial law in there?
Oh, never mind. There's not martial law. My brain is not working.
Not craft anything.
It's okay, just...
I'll mobilize 1. And just...
It works just enough, because if it worked any more, you wouldn't be with me. Interesting thing about this setup, it's generally hard for Wood Alliance to utilize bunny cards from the starting point. This is very true. All the bunny cards are down here. This is the type of distribution that's bad for Wood Alliance. Wood Alliance
doesn't like clusters.
Heard me. No, they do not like clusters in the majority of cases.
Huh.
2 rabbit craftables. I don't care for, but I'll play some wood first.
Which is one of the reasons I always rail so hard about balance or random clearing suits being so important to the holistic balance of the game.
It's true.
People
I've ended many Crows games at a time.
People always are like, oh, but it's so wonky.
Yeah.
We should just do balanced setups for all of the maps. And the problem is that advantages some factions and disadvantages others. It's not actually a neutral effect on the game.
Because Woodland Alliance doesn't like clumps, but Keepers and Iron very much do.
Exactly.
Just pinky promise that that's not a snare or a bomb that would interfere with my plans, because otherwise I'd have to do something about it.
Doesn't mind if it's an extort.
Pinky promise is in you're gambling a card for me, or pinky promise is in good faith.
Yeah, good faith for letting you keep your crafting here. Just letting each other go about each other's business.
I'll tell you that it's not a bomb or a snare.
And you'll mean it?
The bottom of my heart.
My very shallow heart.
Cool. So I will.
I also agree with that, Attack Cowboy. It makes the game more interesting because it's not the same. It's not solvable.
I also think it's more fun, but even setting aside like personal preference or anything like that, there are objective things about random that make it better for the game as a whole.
But who likes being objective?
Never mind.
Okay. So Kat's basically pinky promising to leave Corvids alone. We'll see how much weight that holds when it gets back to Corvid's turn.
Yeah.
So do Cats maybe push up into 7 and kind of try to set up a choke point again?
We could plop our second recruiting station down there and focus on getting martial law. That's a pretty typical Cats play on Lake Map.
Yep. I was honestly surprised to see 7 was the one that Cats kept.
What do you mean kept?
Last
that didn't remove the sympathy for it? Yeah, that was an odd choice.
Because 2 is adjacent to 3 clearings. 7 is adjacent to 4. But I guess really only 3 because of the keep. But still, I feel like it just gives you more access.
Mm-hmm.
Another sawmill.
Okay, so third sawmill.
2 points.
I do like heavy sawmill play. Usually we want the card draw from recruiters, but sawmills are engine building. Engine building is points. Points is winning. If we don't need those field hospitals, that's fair.
It's true.
There's potential here.
So I do really love how we kind of locked up the raft in the keep.
Yes.
Because Corvids are the only ones who could take it from us, and moles cannot get to it at all.
Well,
not at all, but still.
It requires effort.
Ferry for another card with March.
We're abandoning 7. Okay, so we're really focusing on our territory as Cats being these 4 or 5 clearings right here.
Yeah.
take a card for
We've
that.
got martial law on 6. Now we have martial law on 1 as well.
Yeah, attack cowboy. That's exactly what I was trying to get at.
And
That's what I was trying to point out. I don't think anybody actually challenges us in martial
Let's
terms.
see here.
So
2 in the burrow to start the turn.
points race with sawmills seems smart.
Okay, so we get 2 from Birdsong because of our Citadel.
2 actions. I will.
This is an interesting game already.
Do we need to...
Uh,
It's a very lightly defended keep, Magic Zamboni, but I don't think anyone's ready to attack it.
no, that'll work. I will move.
I was wondering if
Those two
we needed to
here.
move.
Okay.
Moving away from the sympathy and into the plot.
It feels like an out of the frying pan into the fire sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know which is the frying pan, which is the fire in the situation. I think that's why I said it more like that.
Move 1 in there. And with my second action,
Because that could be another extort.
It could be. I just don't know.
what do I want to do?
Now, it looks like we're revolting in Fox.
What makes you say that?
Just a hunch. So if that's the case...
I don't think there's any evidence to demonstrate
I'm going
that.
to battle the Woodland Alliance.
Ooh!
Going to play an ambush.
No ambush.
Wild.
And here are my cards. You can see that I have no Fox cards.
Okay, love that.
I was going to say, we have to have no fox cards if we're actually doing this. There's no way we give up another card
Let me know when you
as
Sway.
mills. Yeah.
How do I get it?
Was it Alt Shift? Yeah,
Shift?
Alt Shift.
If you want more, you can
Okay.
eat too. I think I became full
Okay,
after I
I'll take a
stopped
point
eating
for that.
voraciously.
I might. We'll see.
I'm just saying.
And
it's
that was
here.
that was a sympathy in 8 there. Okay. Obviously no minister actions, but I will go ahead and sway the Brigadier. I guess I could have just flipped my cards over and let everyone see them. Here we are.
doing it by the book.
Swap meat in hand. Not that we can craft it right now.
It was intentional.
We can craft that tea, though.
I still think we need to focus on holding onto our cards, particularly since we put down a citadel and not a market.
There's 2 points. This is evening. Getting my cards back, and I will
We have it.
Okay.
I will draw 1
I
card.
was going to say, we have a chance to try exposing in 10 if we wanted to,
Yeah.
after picking
My
those cards up.
only nerve about not crafting the tea is the Corvid having swap meet and those upside down plots. We don't know what they are.
I guess I'll start by crafting. I'm going to start by doing a swap meet. Woodland Alliance, can I swap meet with your 1 card?
Oh, not going for the tea for the moles.
Thank you.
Attack Cowboy, I agree. This is developing in an interesting way with non-standard play.
Give that to you.
We gave back the card we looked at.
All right.
By the way.
You sure?
Yes, I am. I watched it.
Coins.
There it is.
There's
There
the
it is.
coins.
Still, I think it's better than you than moles or WA. It's kind of my
Yeah.
Also fair.
Yeah, give me the shiny things, please.
I like shiny things.
Money me. Me a money. I can't remember the rest of the line. We could flip for a lot right now.
How much do we flip for?
one.
We have
2,
3 face down plots and 1 face up plot.
5. It would be a 12-point turn, Band Bay. You're right. Wow. Yeah, because it's 9 for that. If we did a 12-point turn, we're gambling right now.
My plot in 10.
Unless multiple of them are bombs, I want to point out. That does diminish how many points it is.
It's a snare.
Snare is cool. That divides Wooden Alliance's territory in a gross way.
And then
Flip,
I'm going
flip,
to
flip,
use.
flip.
I'm going to keep the other ones unflipped.
No!
I'm going to use this card to recruit in Bunny.
All right, now we're taking advantage of the
Bunny.
bunny suits being close together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real worried that leaving those plots means they get eaten, though.
Still not completely sure who eats them.
Now maybe moles.
Now moles, but
since-
moles would eat 9, but they'd still have 5. Like still 5, still okay.
Yeah, but all it takes is cats getting feisty and deciding to come after it too.
My first move here. I know you got a cat that can take it.
That cat in 12 can go back to 11. It's fine.
And granted, there's an element of point shading
One.
that I can respect if we don't want to necessarily become the 3v1 table threat as Corvids.
I just wanted the flip on the bet on gamble on turn 3. I think it'd been hilarious.
That would be hilarious.
'Cause no one has any information whatsoever at this point.
Alliance and clearing number 7 again, or?
I will deal with that one, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a move, a plot, and it looks like a battle.
I guess. Well, I guess I know what card the Woodland Alliance has. So the Alliance is going to battle you in
You do know what card Woodland Alliance has, so you know it's not an ambush.
ambush.
Nope.
Okay.
You don't need info to curse the Woodland Alliance.
Or bird card.
I do not, but I can show you those.
That's fine, it was butterfly winging.
Okay.
Yeah,
On the deck.
it's hard to say how much the staking plots down in Bunny is us going after bunny crafts and how much of it is us just taking advantage of the suits of the clearings all being clustered together.
I will not.
But this certainly has the potential to be a coffin maker play or a second coins craft. We know where 2 of the cards are right now, but there's a third in the out there somewhere in the ether.
It's my turn.
Okay.
We've marginalized Wooden Alliance down to clearing 2.
Which I think is probably the worst clearing for them to be in.
Of the ones they were trying to be in over here, yes.
Revolt.
Yes, there's definitely more worse clearings, period.
Into.
If we'd wanted, we could have false ordered something in before revolting.
I don't feel like there's enough of a,
There's nothing juicy enough for that.
Oh, cats, did you
Field
spend
hospitals.
a card
Yeah,
for that?
Foxdown.
Foxdom, okay. I wasn't sure where the card was.
There's a world where
This could be a great matchup for crows, honestly.
this could turn into a Corvid game. Yeah, Wooden Alliance are having a bit of a rough start. Moles had a rough start due to Corvids. Cats are doing fine. I think they're
I will.
But I think they could be a little slower.
yeah.
I will say, someone brought it up earlier. I don't remember who,
Red
but
sympathy.
Corvids having Wolven Alliance plots to eat and cats buildings
Buildings.
potentially, I think it's going to help a lot with their game.
Okay. A 10. And
It's got a snare there.
Yeah.
oh right,
Yeah.
right.
Can you not place ensnare? Is that-
Nope.
Right.
It's very similar to the keep. It's not
Yes.
exactly the same.
My brain always forgets what snare does.
Over.
Remember, it's like you can't move out, but I always forget about placing.
What's the phrasing again? Enemy pieces cannot be placed in or moved from its clearing. Which allows for
Moving in.
hirelings that you control to be placed in. Or what's the somebody pointed out a really interesting distinction between snares and the keep recently, because the keep doesn't say enemy pieces can't be placed. It says
Use false orders to move. Throw.
only you can place pieces in the clearing with the keep token. Oh, it was the scorched earth? That's what it was. Yeah. That conversation was a few weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
Activating sympathy.
Nice. Here you go.
And yeah, you can always move into the snares. So
What's going on?
And then I will
we spread into 8.
Oh, we false ordered.
back to 7.
We false ordered to acquire a card.
Yeah, we false ordered from 10
That's a
to
pretty
8.
cool move, actually, I liked that.
I was wondering why we got a card from Corvids during the sympathy.
It's nice.
Nice to see crows lose a card for once.
Not
We're
bitter at
down-
all.
We're scavengers by nature, guys.
I mean, they still have the fairy unless the cats get plucky again.
Oh well, I do like the fairy.
I'd much rather see the
then
cats get the card than the crows.
I will train one officer. Oh, I forgot to place the first officer there. There's one.
Yes, Presida.
Then I go to evening and recruit twice.
A scoundrel, I remember it now. The scoundrel can Scorched Earth the snare because items are not enemy pieces.
My turn.
Alright, good morning. Here to place some wood. Here's that wood you ordered.
So normally the scoundrel cannot Scorched Earth the keep because that would be a player other than the cats placing a piece
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
into the keep. But snare is not worded the same. It prevents enemy pieces, and the torch is not enemy piece.
1,000 theater kids cry out in terror. I got
Is that 2 Sabo down?
3 actions.
Johnny's saying that's the second Sabo down. I missed the first.
I think I also missed the first.
If that is 2, that's making the potential Coffin Maker craft for Corvids all the better.
It is.
Because that's something we were discussing.
Alright, so I'm assuming cats take the raft and maybe put it back in the keep.
Are the boards randomly draw? Neo Marcos, you'll have to clarify what you mean.
If you're talking about the suits of the clearings, then yes.
I think I'll just do some building. So I'll build a recruiter in 5.
Okay, we got a recruiter.
Wood. Cool. 4 points.
A recruiter in 5 potentially indicates a plan to recruit in battle.
Recruiter in 6. 2 points.
Potentially.
And 2.
3 cards in hand.
Okay. So we get all the wood off the board. We got our second draw.
2 points.
Neo Marcos, the map is chosen as part of the draft. The first player, the first seat, the person who'll have first turn but last draft choice, they pick the map before any factions are chosen.
Underleveled, Crow's pinky promised that 5 was not a bomb or a snare.
And then that was 3 actions.
Are you saying that somebody would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
Not a Corvid.
Crows don't have pink.
Okay, so we built, recruited. Now what?
Those are showing. 1,
We just trust the Corvids?
We're counting.
7,
We're counting.
12 points. I feel like that is worthy of intervention.
No, Pat, it's not. Sweet summer child, Pat, you've never played without us.
Wait, what?
Map choice is not part of the official ad set.
Oh.
That's one of those things that was part of the +1 pool draft, and then Cole took it out when he adapted +1 pool draft into advanced setup, and then I put it back in for the tournament.
I'll let you look at this card for clearing number 5.
Yeah,
Is that a raid?
it is not.
I don't know.
I would not have been worried about raid.
Well, we think we narrowed it down to a 50-50 chance. Because remember, they pinky promised. And the crows with no pinkies would definitely not break their promises.
I feel like attempting to expose it is breaking the promise from Cat's end of the deal.
I think it was just for the last turn.
Surely, in that case, since you're a man of your word, that is an extortion.
It is.
Aww.
It is kind of breaking it on Cat's part.
So I'll get him a point for that.
But at the same time, that's why I also thought Crow should have flipped it this
It
turn.
was in daylight before these.
Because we basically limited ourselves, and Cats didn't kill it the first turn. We knew that. We waited a full turn for Crows to have a turn.
And there's a very real chance we lose one of these on the next turn.
Yeah.
I think I'll move into even.
Which
2 cards.
is going to be deeply sad because I cannot tell you how many times I've seen that happen to Corvids. They sit on several face-down plots, thinking they're sitting pretty, and then the table is just like, oh yeah, cardboard.
I'll start by getting 2 in the burrow.
I thoroughly appreciate Pwarren's babysitting duties as well.
Oh, I thought he was telling the moles to shush.
I'm contemplating my daylight actions.
No worries.
We could pretty easily move from the burrow into 3, and then from 3 into 12, leaving a defense force in 3, an attack force in 12, and then use Bridget to battle. Am I suggesting the Crow's faction mechanisms leave something to be desired? Yes.
If we have plans to sway Mayor, we could also dig into 12.
I just remembered we had ice cream. I'm sorry.
We have ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I want ice cream now.
Right?
Why would you do this to me?
Because I did that to me.
Fun fact, I accidentally just gave the crows a rabbit ambush. That first failed exposure.
Aha! Then what was the second one that we kept?
Probably a bird card.
Probably.
In fact, I guess.
Recruit once.
You had ice cream. It was a highlight of today.
Guys out of the burrow. Into turn 3.
Guerric, why would you do this to all of us?
This stream is secretly sponsored by Big Ice Cream.
And then with Brigadier, I'm going to
Okay, so
2 moles. Move 1.
We don't have so we're going for the ferry.
yep.
Move 1 to there.
Right in the snare.
Yeah, but better than handing it back to Cats again.
Johnny.
I do need to get my card.
I do.
Okay. Then I will sway. I'll reveal 3 to sway. 1.
Okay, so we are still going for Mayor.
And let's show. What do I not show?
Gesundheit.
Well, y'all
Thank
know
you.
I have this one. And you know I have this one. Let's get ourselves a mayor.
I'll show you the things I've continued to show you. But
Notably,
Crows survived.
yeah, Crow survived. I really thought one of those plots was going to die.
I'm wondering if the
2 points.
shadow of an ambush
Maybe?
And then
dissuaded the moles.
Maybe.
in the evening, I'll return
Hey,
these.
Rosato.
Oh, wow.
It has been a long time. Welcome.
Hi! We are crafting the tea. We felt it has been long enough.
Well, this is the turn that we were going to draw and discard.
Yep.
Because we're going over the hand limit.
Not having vagabonds in the game. Craft with impunity.
That's so true.
And I'll draw 1 card.
Attack Cowboy. How much actual policing have the moles faced? Corvids extorted them on turn 0.
Yeah.
And since then, it has been effectively nothing.
Yeah. It's been a little bit of an uphill battle, but they're definitely back online now. Okay, we are swap meeting the moles.
That sounds like the cats.
Cats.
Yeah.
Steal me Lucky Charms? Nah.
Let's see. I will do no crafting this turn.
Okay. We're gonna flip.
Flip, 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 flip.
It's a 5-point flip, right? No, it's more than that. Sorry, I can't count. It's
It's
a
a
7-point
flip.
flip.
I think I am gonna flip
Extort in 12.
this guy here.
That'd be hilarious if that was an extort in 12.
It's an extort in 12.
And if I could
Those
borrow
extorts, man. Yowza.
Yeah, that is
from you guys.
brutal.
That's amazing. Moles walked into that too.
They did. I almost commented on it, and I was like, we'll just see it in a minute. I don't even need to say anything.
It's crazy. I forget what cards they are as soon as they leave my hand. It's like it was never there.
I'll take that. Okay, and
You can flip the other one?
I will.
If they flip for 7, do they get to ever flip again?
I'm gonna recruit with.
Maybe not, but you always run the risk of never being able to flip again.
I don't think.
Hurts.
My heart is broken.
I don't think it's a Soup Kitchens game. I'm gonna place.
Okay, so does that lend any credence to the idea that we actually were thinking about soup kitchens earlier? Because again, our
Maybe.
first 3 plots were rabbit, mouse, fox.
I'm just gonna say soup kitchens here wouldn't have helped anything, but my dreams are
I guess
crushed.
it's about time, right?
Bad card.
Yeah.
Johnny's, but I do think that was 3 extorts down before, because we had one in 5, correct?
No.
What was in 5?
Yes, it was.
We haven't seen his hand at all.
Sorry, my brain is.
But that actually means that GFletch may have been doing this intentionally, overextending the number of extorts down, anticipating losing one of them, and being able to still have 2 on the map.
I'm still surprised to see that 9 is staying flipped.
To face down, you mean?
Yeah, staying unflipped.
You're welcome to bring it back down to 12.
Again, there's a big narrative in Corvid play about not drawing too much heat by flipping too aggressively, because there is a real phenomena where you flip your way to about 20 to 23, and then you never flip again.
At the very least, you could set up. Yes.
But
well, actually, no. I guess
that ends up working backward to the point where people don't flip in the mid game. But then we get a lot of Corvid games where people just end the game at 15.
So I'm really curious to see. Okay, we are plotting on 6. I was curious if we were going to move to 4 and plot in floor instead of 6.
Plot and floor.
4 and 4 instead of 6, just because it's less cats. You guys don't play this game on the floor? That's what I'm gonna go
I'm gonna
with.
plot here in 3.
Ooh.
3 is an aggressive plot.
Is it a raid?
It could be.
a couple back.
Are they both raids?
Chat was talking about potentially tricking the snare into 8
Could do that.
in order to mess with Wooden Alliance.
Well, the alliance is already in 8 though.
If we took the
We'd
sympathy out of there,
Yes, they would definitely mess with the alliance. JC Greer.
What do I want to do with that exert?
It's all bombs. Only bombs.
I'm gonna move this. Nope.
They'll never expect it because it's obvious.
Okay. And that.
Get out of here.
I will say, this is some really aggressive plotting.
I'm here for it.
Sure.
Okay. I will not revolt. I will not spread sympathy.
Okay.
So on to daylight, I will.
Katara, is that 15 points on the board for Corvids?
I will craft.
It's a reference to the...
No, I know. It is 15 points currently on the board, though.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And I will train.
Because the first one's 4, the second one's 5,
Yeah.
and the next one's 6.
That snare is the best thing you could.
I was curious if that number was a reference or also relevant to this game.
Lake, I guess.
The answer is yes.
I know. Yeah, it's the only reason I'm not blowing up that snare.
It's a community service.
Hmm.
I'm just putting down more snares for you guys.
This could go down in history as the first game to have no gamble.
That would be true.
I
The thing about forgetting to count is...
will not craft this. I will instead train twice.
Alright, didn't even get a chance to comment on it.
Training twice. Okay.
And giving up boat builders for it.
Oh, wait, no, just training once.
Go on to evening. So move 1, move 2.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing about forgetting to count is that I don't think it's really dependent upon any particular factor. It kind of just happens because people forget to count.
I mean, you could be preoccupied with other things. Moles are scary. Woodland Alliance is always scary.
Sure. And there's an element of like table talk to it, I guess.
Ah, yes, the lack of it. Just everyone be real quiet.
Idris.
They'll never notice.
Yeah, I do.
Macbeth, have you had 0 bunny supporters this whole time?
Oh, he hasn't been near Bunny.
How would it get there?
Can I see the
But I mean, he's
chat?
only one in the...
Cat?
No,
Oh,
the
there's 2 in the stack.
Oh.
Keep some bunnies.
Okay, Woodland Alliance only scored 1 point that turn.
Yeah.
I just felt that was weird. They only scored 1 point, but
It's tough for the Woodland Alliance.
I have had like only fox cards in the spur stack, and
yeah.
That is-
Johnny Spud, now moles might have to choose between the lesser of 2 evils.
Which...
Or the more obvious of 2 evils.
I mean, yeah, this is potentially how people forget to count.
At least the plot in 3.
What is?
Cats might not forget the plot in 6, but I don't know.
I won't craft daylight, but I will take some actions.
Even then, we flip for 4, which is a respectable number to flip for.
Well, I mean, if we don't also take out the plot in 9, we flip for 9. Oh, you mean if no one takes out the face-up plots?
First action. I'll
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If everybody's so busy with 6 and 3,
I,
that means the one in 9 is a 4-point plot. Which, again,
Ooh, we ambushed.
I'll cancel it out.
Ooh, we canceled it.
Ooh.
Love.
An extra turn, mister.
Ooh, you did cause an extra action, though.
Yeah, it's a beautiful 3.
That's a beautiful 3.
2 hits total for you. Was that a raid?
wait a minute. Nope, but it should have been.
I'll lose 2. I won't spend to bring them back because I don't break cards.
Was the ambush worth it? I guess it would have been, yeah. Because we would literally have no cats there left if we hadn't ambushed instead of field hospitals, prioritize field hospitals over ambushing.
Yeah.
And actually, the plot would still be there.
Yes. But we'd have no warriors,
To
correct?
flip.
Well, you got a lot of
Yeah.
ambushes in there.
Or were there 3 warriors in there?
That one.
It was 2 warriors,
Okay.
and then the plot. That's why a 3 could take it out.
Right.
I don't know.
That's how math works.
Ambushes if you keep telling people I have them.
I don't know. Maybe that's my plan.
Anyway, the moral is that was a good attempted ambush
Oh no.
on Corbett's part. It didn't work out this time.
Mhm.
But it still ate an action for cats.
Take that
And frankly, I think we should have been expecting to lose 1 to 2 of those plots at least as Corvids. So
Absolutely.
I hope this is not like,
I'll recruit.
A
And-
surprise.
yeah, like a surprise, earth-shattering turn of events for our plans.
Where are the cats going to go for their build? They've got 11, I guess. 7's pretty easy.
Fox is no longer dangerous because the fox base is out.
Yeah, we could move into 7 and start planting there.
And just not worry about the sympathy.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
I was really hoping cats would make it to 15 this turn, so we had
All right.
a gamble at the end of it.
Let's get 2 in the burrow to start. And
Tough
let's
choice
think about-
being there's a bomb and a revolt in your very special
Yeah,
plan.
so let me talk this out. Let's see.
Heroic logic. Corvids are very bursty. It's just no one ever lets them burst.
Got 4 battles, so in theory, I could.
I think Eerie are
I
the
guess I
least
have up to
bursty
6 battles
faction.
if I use my daylight actions.
There was certainly one of them. I'd have to think about
Pretty.
that for a second.
Good. I mean, there's a chance I get
Eerie and
Woodland
cats.
Alliance one. If I do
Yeah.
that, I have to lose a card to the WA, potentially trigger a raid, which isn't great, but isn't, the worst thing in the world. Protects the building. If I lose the card, can't sway a lord.
Yeah, so like chat, if you think about the fact that many factions
Worry about-
burst for that last 8
Right.
points,
So that's the other thing.
8 to 10
right?
points,
I
yeah.
could try to guess.
Then-
If I guess wrong, then I lose the card anyway.
then how do you define bursty if that happens consistently across factions?
Pretty.
If we then assume that bursty is referring to something more like they score in bursts, in spurts, certainly corvids are kind of bursty that way.
there because I need somewhere to keep spreading. Like, there's that clearing's the only one from where I can keep on going. I'm pretty stuck up here on the foxes, so in fact, I don't even have the cards to revolt yet, so I could not.
I think Warlord scoring is very comparable to Charismatic Eerie scoring. Both of them are very steady, linear scoring through the majority of the game, with some big bursts at the end.
I don't see why you don't just hit them both.
Did you hear what the line was?
What was it?
Do I trust one terrorist faction or the other terrorist faction?
Of these two labels here. Since I'm going to lose the card, I'll lose the. I'll lose that. I don't want to lose that one.
Would you rather lose your card or your clearing? The choice is yours.
You guys are both real pills, if I'm being honest.
They are.
So the question is, do I use my daylight actions to start battling, knowing that I'll get 4 battles?
I don't know, because like I think
You get 4 battles with your ministers.
you need other types of actions. But
I don't know if you need your daylight actions to battle.
You'd have to full sandbox it. Yeah, to full sandbox it to not do it in 4 battles. 2.
I do think that we have a little bit of a blockade needed for the cats.
That's a tall order for the moles.
It is a tall order for the moles, but it's a tall order for all of us.
Well, Pat, you gotta remember, you only need 1 hit on corvids to do your job.
100% sure.
So you have
We've gone a while without talking.
3 battles probably to try and take out Wooden Alliance, and then you just have to get 1 hit on corvids. Worst case scenario, you can also try exposing an evening.
Giving a building slot, so I can't really.
So you basically have to full sandbox to not do your job.
That sounds a little bit like look over here, don't look over here.
Well, I wasn't going to say it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I totally get what you're saying. I'm not saying don't take out the plot. I am saying I won't be flipping it this turn. If you want to take it out, that makes sense for you as a defensive action. I just don't want to. We're talking a lot about crows and Woodland Alliance, and I think the cats are also a problem. That's all I'm saying.
I do think that's true.
That's very fair.
I disagree, the cats are also a problem.
You know, that's a
Yeah.
very fair
On
assessment.
that, we are in agreement. But I also have a sympathy and a woodland warrior and a bomb potentially and a crow camped out on my 1 building. So for all talk of cats being a problem, I'm certainly drawing a lot of heat.
Yeah, that is fair.
I would like for the table to maybe show that cats are a problem instead of telling that cats are a problem.
Wow.
Ooh,
I like it. I like the bite.
we got some English teacher in here.
All right.
I will lie if somebody. I will.
But why is the lake blue?
Yeah, let's do it.
I won't lie. If somebody told me to do that, I would draw a big circle around where the cat's points are right now.
Not that I'm going to use.
That's not in the discard. Okay.
There you go.
My 2 hits.
Okay, I do think
Is that a raid?
It was not.
I
Point for the moles.
wish.
Surprised that wasn't a raid.
Surprised that wasn't a raid. I do wish we'd gone after Wooden Alliance first. To be clear.
Second daylight action.
Especially with the daylight actions.
Oh no, I don't want to move him out. That'll trigger outrage. Don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, let's battle WA. Want to play an ambush?
Which clearing?
3.
I appreciate that question.
No.
Yeah.
It's a very good question.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
So it's effectively a 1-1.
All right.
which is enough to now clear it out with another battle.
Yeah.
Let's trigger 2 battles. First one in 3. Ambush this time?
Nope.
Okay. Take a point for that.
We successfully defended
I
ourselves,
will give you a card.
and we have one additional battle if we choose to use it.
Second battle, I will go ahead and I don't want to do this. Shh.
But we got a dog in the mix now too with the kids.
Is that a dog?
No, that's still the kid.
Husky.
Oh,
He makes all sorts of funny noises.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a Balrog over there.
No, that's just my stomach.
That's also that is also the 6-year-old.
I was feasting on some chicken nuggets earlier. I'm sure.
This mole's tasted blood and it's hungry for more.
Yeah, me neither.
Definitely needed to start painting like the red on the moles, just like getting that war paint going.
I'll go ahead and take out the sympathy in 8. Ambush this
No.
time? No, I'm not winning yet, buddy. I say yet, but that's optimistic.
Oh.
And I will show you my cards here.
I don't think moles are out of the running for what it's worth.
I don't either.
I do think
There you go, mice. Take a look at those.
Okay.
I do think it's going to require a little bit of
Do we only have bunny cards?
Mayor left.
potentially.
So,
Well, we gave a mouse card.
Oh, we gave a mouse card. Okay.
it's a thought. It's a thought.
But yeah, we must have only bunnies left.
Martial law in 8 wouldn't be a bad decision right now.
It's free and it's easy.
Or more mice left. Mices.
Yeah, it is.
Nothing.
You know what? You've convinced me. I will use my mayor to move 2 moles out of the burrow into 3, and then I'll scoot them up to 8.
And in battle?
No battle this time, bud.
You just missed the battles.
I just missed the battles. Yeah. I was on a battling spree just now. Now I'm gonna do a swaying spree. I'll
Child of 4. I will say I am impressed by this 6-year-old who is understanding of the actions just on a basics level.
Yeah, I don't have a good
let's do
Understanding of how child works.
I was gonna say I don't have a good mental gauge of what cognitive development level 6-year-olds should be at. So I don't know if that's impressive or not, but I'm willing to be impressed by it.
retrieve my cards. No discard.
I just think that everyone's an idiot, so when anyone shows them not an idiot, it makes me really proud of them. Doesn't matter how old you are.
All right.
Kill them all, father.
Walking, not talking the talk. What can I do you think, to help with the cats?
Oh, that's nice.
Probably
Well, let's
Mom on
see.
3.
If I were crows,
Yeah.
Joe!
It's true, Joe.
mouse and blow up a sawmill would be a good start.
Full-grown adults have failed to count in this game.
All right.
That's my favorite one.
So I know we're saying cats are a problem, but moles are also kind of a problem.
Oh, sure, but moles are the ones saying that cats are a problem.
It's true. It is currently the top of round 5.
Cat, say I'm going to swap meet you.
Sure. Stinky cards anyway.
Can't promise I won't give it right back to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Joe, with how you've been talking about your robotics club, I figured that was devouring all of your bandwidth.
Did Joe start a robotics club?
Well, he's like the teacher who's in charge of the robotics club.
But did he start
Yeah,
that
flipped
as
over.
that teacher?
I don't think he started it.
Just
Did you start it, Joe?
Okay, cool.
We're now interviewing Joe live on this tournament game.
All right. I think we swap meted.
Yeah, we're in the middle of deciding whether to give it back or not. You didn't start the fire.
It just flipped over.
It was always
It
burning.
just flipped over too. That's odd.
That's weird. All right, here, I'll give that back.
All right, we gave the card back.
You're welcome. All right. I'm going to craft League of Adventures Mice.
Love.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet from Corvids. I almost called us moles.
Yeah.
Joe, that is discriminatory against robots.
I'm going to flip this plot.
Ooh,
Discriminatory
What is it?
4
What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It's a raid.
Raid 9.
That was the one that didn't need to be raid.
So I hope that wasn't me.
No, I think it's just my internet. I think.
Yeah, so we got 4 points for that flip.
Bursting us to 17, and we're officially gambling at the end of this round.
Cards, right?
We'll see how
I
much
can't see your cards.
Beautiful.
tempo we can maintain. It depends on how many plots we put down this turn, since we have no more on the map that are face down. And our warriors are looking a little thin, if you ask me. After a couple of battles.
A little. Although it sounds like we're...
I'm gonna recruit in.
Yeah, they haven't recruited yet, but you gotta remember, a recruit is spread out, and it's only 4 warriors.
Yeah.
It's not nothing, but it's not... My point is, we just lost,
What do you mean by that?
what, the equivalent of a recruit across those battles?
The card that I want.
Plus we lose more when we plot.
Actually, that's less than a recruit because we only had 3 warriors with
mouse.
those.
Is there only 1 in 3?
There was only 1 in 3.
You're right.
I do, yeah, and love the loam, especially since we've already crafted 2 items.
Yeah, loam adds a lot of flexibility here. And this is not a game where those items can be taken from us.
Right.
So we're free to bank those actions for a while if we want to. Not too long, because again, loam is once per turn.
I'm gonna plot once.
Where's that in 5?
Yep. Yeah, because we had 2 crows there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plot twice.
Okay, so we're gonna go for 2 plots that are lightly defended.
Are we trying to maybe get some pieces back on the board, you think, with the raid?
I hope at least one of those is a raid, yeah.
I'm surprised because I thought we were planning on battling in 4. I would have preferred to see us battle in 4 before plotting.
And
Because I know we said we didn't want to be all talk and no action, but now it feels like we're doing the opposite of that.
that's gonna be it for this turn. I'll draw 3 cards.
We're policing via existential threat.
I do love some existential crises. I've been through a lot of them the last week.
And that's it.
Alright.
We're in alliance with 4 cards in the supporter stack.
I am wondering if we're not policing cats to also maybe pit them against moles.
Probably a little bit. I do think we're probably perceiving this as a form of cats policing because we're either flipping and doing something to them or just taxing actions that would otherwise be spent on marching, building stuff.
I will say that's 11 points if nothing happens to them.
Then I will craft
Ooh, what are we crafting?
Four.
Forbid planners. Solid craft.
and mobilize.
There goes the neighborhood.
So military operations, I will.
Look at Macbeth actually calling out the name of the step. Nobody ever does that. I love it.
I call it terrorist actions when I play, so...
No, you don't.
And that's it.
We're really defending that sympathy in 6.
Disgusting.
I feel like we're trying to revolt there.
Well, this is some strong cats policing.
Yeah, well, what's really interesting is now cats have to choose. And it's not the same clearing or anything either.
Yeah.
This feels like an even worse choice than the moles had.
We have 4 sawmills. We could use this as a chance to let buildings die.
We could. I would at least want to get the wood out of 6 and 4.
For sure, for sure. But you you move into 7, plop down a building there, let 6 revolt, move back in, plop down a building.
Mm-hmm. And then you're sitting on top of an alliance, which they don't want.
Exactly.
Well, they've got corporate planners, so they don't care.
Oh, right, core planners.
We could get a 5th sawmill out in 11 as well, just to preemptive against maybe the loss of 2 sawmills.
Possibly.
What am I gonna do about all these dudes?
I am surprised we're not seeing a bit more of a push from 1 to 9 as well.
I imagine that was probably the plan at some point.
Yeah, there's just so many other things taking our attention.
Right, too much strife at home to worry about conquest.
Yeah. Gotta take care of your civil wars before going on a external conquest.
Exactly.
If you hadn't said conquest, my line would have been really good, but saying conquest twice in a row just like kind of ruined the tempo of it.
I'm sorry that the line you were riffing off from me was one that I said.
Yeah.
I suppose we can start with some exposure. Looking at clearing number
Okay.
5.
This is fair. It's a gamble,
Can you tell
but
me-
if it pays off, our our game is significantly better.
Not a bomb.
5 is not a bomb.
Fine by me.
I wouldn't insult my own plot that way, but you know.
Oh, it's a snare.
You can guess again.
Would you like to give me more cards?
Yeah, I'd like to know if that's a snare.
Oh, it is.
No!
All right, 1 down.
My disappointment is great.
One mess cleaned up for the price of a card, not too shabby.
Yeah, we effectively spent 1 card to get 1 point, and also deny Corvid's X points, which is a terrific trade.
It is.
Like, imagine if removing a path from the mountain map also just subtracted points from one of your opponents.
Kur's regretting his smart mouth right now.
I like that.
I had truly hoped that was going to be a
No
raid.
March action is my first daylight action. I'll here. And
10 to 7.
down here, I will hand off this ever so gently used fox knapsack to supporter stack.
I think this could work out pretty nicely. It was a I just said what it
Snare.
was. Snare. Thank you. I was working my way through the list. I was like, it wasn't a bomb. It wasn't a raid. It wasn't an extort. This leaves 5
Ooh.
a little lightly defended, but I like that we're keeping our eye on the prize and racing with buildings.
Mm-hmm. And we built, again, we're building those sawmills that we think we might be losing.
Right.
Well, it doesn't matter too much having the martial law on 7 could potentially matter later.
Yeah, if a saboteur comes out or something.
Yeah.
And third action
Cat's doing a very good job racing.
for the crazy 3/3.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a pretty solid Cats game of focusing on sawmills,
Overwork.
diffusing our liability, and we set up wisely to stake out a number of building slots.
And let whatever happens happen.
I mean, I think it's a really solid Cats game, is what I'm trying to get across.
Cat's not really caring about 2 of the clearings. And Guerric, we want to keep 5, but 4 and 6, not so much in our worries.
Yeah, because 5 was the choke point.
Yeah.
First
Our territory can stand to lose 4 and 6.
Yeah. I will wonder.
in Bunny with 3 warriors into clearing 5.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
This
this-
was always.
This was the danger. Moles
Minister actions.
can instant transmission,
Brigadier
and you left that really lightly defended.
you on ambush.
Go ahead. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, no.
Brutal. I was hoping for at least the 1-1.
go ahead.
That's what I needed.
2
Take
points.
those 2 points.
All right, this does legitimately hurt Cats.
Yeah.
Because this separates our wood in 1
Let's see.
from the rest of our territory.
Now I gotta figure out the rest of it.
Luckily, we still have the clearing 9, and we could potentially move up into 12, depending on it. So we could have just like a split kingdom.
What really matters here is whether moles stick around.
Yeah.
If moles get out of there, that's pretty solid, because now we've just gained back 2 building slots.
Mistake in the first game, as I think many of us may have done. I just left 2
The child did demand destruction.
actions and opportunities on the table.
I'm curious. don't have formal.
So the question is how.
What did we sway last turn?
Did we sway last turn?
We didn't sway
Don't
last
worry, I
turn.
won't get your key.
All right.
I'm not that mean.
Is this turn what?
5.
But you are the points leader. So
5.
you do have a little bit of.
Okay.
We didn't sway last turn.
No,
muffins.
it's all.
Oh wait, no, we didn't sway the first turn. I'm sorry, I miswrote these down.
I was like, that feels wrong. I thought we swayed.
Just be greedy.
Yeah.
Good points. I'm going to use Marshall.
If we had gone for formal here, I think I would have loved to see.
Up here to 4.
Ooh, I would have loved to see them
To copy.
put down some buildings there to
First
really
battle
disrupt
is
it.
cats. You want to play a mouse ambush?
Go ahead. You're gonna eat your words when you see that bomb pop up.
Well, I'm going to battle the bomb as well.
I am gonna
Nope.
save that cat.
Go for it.
Yeah.
0, 0, 0, 0.
Oh.
I'm sorry, moles.
That sawmill should be gone too there, cats.
I didn't mean to curse you,
I got distracted. I realized I
although I cursed you.
leave some of my cats in the rabbit clearing,
Mm.
which I'm regretting.
Embedded agents doing work
I
there.
don't remember how many were there. Was it 2?
I think it was 2.
It was 1.
Yeah.
In 5?
Yep,
Just
Yeah,
one.
let's do.
it was just 1 cat.
I'd be so offended if I spent a bunny card and added 2.
Because it was a 1-0 for the first roll that made them defenseless. There was only 1 cat there.
No,
Yep.
I mean, a battle has technically happened, but
I remember
I
it.
don't think you really
Huh?
gained
I remember it.
information other than the demise of your.
If you're ever curious about things, my memory is very strange.
Yeah.
If it had been a mouse, if it had been a,
And I occasionally pay attention to the game.
I think it's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, agreed. I think that's yeah.
But see here, they're letting
That
him
was admittedly
roll it back, and he's gonna get 2 cats now.
Thank you all for letting me break the rules.
And
okay.
that technically is a breaking of the rules.
I am now
Yep.
sway.
Not only,
More
Not-
more so than they think.
yeah, it's not just breaking the tournament
I
rules.
believe that I will sway the formal.
Yeah, I mean, not only is it overly generous in my opinion, it's also a rules error.
I'll return these cards to my hand.
I wouldn't have minded the generosity if they had asked us the
Decline to
number or
craft.
something, or gotten the right number.
Draw a card.
That's a little bit of a can of worms because I know if they call on me, I'll give the harshest ruling. And
Well, it depends on the question. If the question was how many cats were in this clearing before the battle, I can tell you that number.
right, I would tell them that number.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay.
What's the trouble?
I just don't like. I just don't. I don't feel like.
Gamble?
Oh yeah, I prepped it and then I didn't pop it.
I wrote down the score and realized it was the end of the round.
Yes.
I mean, it's
The gamble's live.
Yeah, dude.
And
I'm
scoring up 5 points. Let me think first.
My terrible singing voice.
Anyway, worth mentioning, that's a really solid mold turn for what we've been doing. Given we had a rough start
The moles.
and we've gone for a sort of classic swole mold game. Pivoting that into aggression to chase cardboard is
okay.
what we need to do to make up the fact that we don't have
I really wish you hadn't taken that one from me.
markets
That seems fair.
and a normal sway tempo and all that.
And versus the mistake.
You gonna craft
So they rolled back, which was nice because the battle had happened.
Well.
But the mistake was there was only 1 cat in the battle, and everyone thought there was 2
wish.
cats
Yeah.
in the clearing.
So
So they got an extra cat from that field hospital.
bunnies.
test driver, you do not.
I found a coffin makers. I have found a coffin makers.
There it is.
Little guy will pop up.
Ah,
Time to set up a coffin cam.
So cute. Okay.
he's so adorable. This is the lizards that I can get. Okay, I'll take it.
I am gonna flip this plot.
Good.
It was a bomb. So
Okay, so one thing I kind of like about that is
yeah, that track.
it takes a plot off the board.
I still wish one of these was a raid, though.
I still wish one of those were raid.
We saw that turn that our forces were thin, and then rather than take action to try and
Get some back.
get some back,
to
yeah. Katara was mentioning that cats have it on 2 bird cards, and Katara is usually better at solving cats puzzles than I am, so I believe it.
there's a good amount of spreading they could be doing in that new open area.
Yeah,
If there's
it's
anything
a little.
you can do for like martial law or something.
Were you counting us losing the
Sorry.
sawmill in 6, Katare?
Go into the coffin maker.
I honestly haven't even started to think about Cat's turn.
One
Yeah,
more.
no, good catch. My bad.
6
all
wood.
right. I won't hold that against you.
Oh shit. What is that?
It'd be 5 wood, wouldn't it?
6.
There's 2 in here,
Yep.
and we'd have 3 sawmills.
We have 4 sawmills out.
I'm saying we'd lose 6 to
Oh,
the...
we're losing 3.
Again.
Yes.
Okay, cool. That'll get you. Whoa.
Didn't mean to put- does that count as a recruit? Can I do that?
Put the bomb in 6.
Surprise bomb, everybody. I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty good way to get martial law going.
Do we move and double plot
I think
1 in 4 and 1 in either 2 or 7?
I'm probably going to end up doing a little bit of plotting.
Seems solid to me.
You gonna spam bombs in 4?
Bombs in 4.
5 points.
I love the idea of plotting in 2 with 2 warriors to defend it.
Do I give the cats the raft?
Okay, Katara, yeah, that was what my gut was saying. And so I was going to be surprised if you came back and said that losing 6 is still a 1 turn
4.
with good cards.
And 1 card.
Mm-hmm.
Are we down to 1 card in the deck?
What's that? 6 wood?
We are.
Yes.
What can you do with 6 wood?
Which means Hammer's going to come back into play soon.
Hammer will come back into play soon.
9 points.
Whoa, really? Sick.
Or we could move,
But trust.
plot,
Aren't there,
Plot.
um,
battle with Loam in 5 to get rid of the tunnel.
3?
That's
3 and
4.
4?
This is a
4.
4.
And this one's 5, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's 4 wood, but I think overwork is within your grasp.
There's simply no way. I don't have the actions. But if I just had that fairy, maybe.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really know because the fairy is an action for an action. I guess you're going to be moving into 5 anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
you will probably lose a sawmill in 6 if the Woodland Alliance revolts.
Very true.
And then that means that all you need is 3 wood for 3 points. And that's a gimme.
Yeah, but I don't get to make a wood in 6.
No, but you
Yeah,
get
but
to
you-
make a wood in 1 and then use it in 5 or in 9 with one of your marches.
So, what would you think of Crows moving twice to get those 3 from 10 to 5 and plotting in 5?
So that's what I was going to say. If we're going to do a plot with these warriors, I want it to be in 5 and not 4, because I know you were mentioning that before.
Well, we could do move, plot if we exert, and then we could also still loam to battle that tunnel in 5 if we want to pick up a point.
Yeah.
And I really want to see a loam just because we should use it every turn at this point.
Yeah.
We're not going to have many turns left.
We're in the end game now. You got to start using them.
You don't want to, yeah.
Before I get anywhere, I'm gonna plot in 4.
It's a bomb!
Martial law in there, right?
I can probably do. I'm not
Nah.
worried about the Woodland Alliance right now. I mean, how many?
No.
We got 4 cards.
They are not in a 22-point position to
That
burst.
spread. Sounds pretty good.
Wooden Alliance are
Yeah.
3 turns away.
So we're not worried about
Yeah.
this because we've been doing just such a good job keeping them in check.
They're not wrong.
And so, I mean,
Because Wooden Alliance revolted turn 3, right? Because we got wiped out turn 1, spread back out turn 2, survived to revolt turn 3.
Yeah.
So they're basically behind a whole turn.
I'm gonna move here.
Oh, okay, so we're not giving up the raft.
surely not going to give them more outrage.
Just 1.
Sure, Tad, it's possible, just not from this position.
Yeah, not with only 5 cards. And with this amount of martial law, plus the snare and the keep,
Right.
preventing some of the more easily accessible clearings.
Battle the moles in 5. Moles, would you like to do an ambush?
Nope, she's all yours.
All right.
The tunnel is a she. Who knew?
That. And I'm gonna use the coins for that. 1 point.
takes us to 23 for Corvids, which is kind of the death zone.
It is a little bit of a death zone.
That's my 3 actions, right?
Nope, that's 2. You lumped to battle.
Move, plot battle. Yep.
Nope, you lumped.
No, 'cause I use a loam, so I do have 1 more action.
Oh.
So I'm going to plot in 7.
The plotted crow did not go to the coffin. Yeah, attack card, but we're forgetting our own warriors.
Mm-hmm.
We should have 4 in the coffin right now.
Total, yeah.
As a family.
As a family.
All
I
right.
would have loved to see that.
Very
Yeah.
aggressive family, but hey, you know what? We'll take it.
Wait, do people have not aggressive families? I don't understand.
Cards.
I'm envious. Talking about the gamble real quick. 3 people gambled for the Underground Duchy, 2.1k coins, 6%. 3 people gambled 640 coins on the Wooden Alliance, 2%.
2.
6 people gambled 13k coins on the Marquise de Gat, 40%. And 8 people gambled 16.9k coins for the Corvid Conspiracy, 52%.
I might have just.
Woo, confidence in Corvids.
That one might be on me.
Well, I mean, we can fish it out of the deck if you'd like.
I mean, we could fish it out of the deck and then reshuffle it, because I definitely used the bird dom.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I did for.
We just refilled it, so it's fine.
Yeah, but GFletch has drawn from it.
Maybe I didn't. It might not be in there.
Yeah, okay,
That's
I'll
a lie.
just shuffle this.
I was going to say, if GFletch already drew from the reshuffled deck, GFletch should be the only one to look at the deck.
It's on me.
You playing
All
2
right,
games at
second
once?
game.
That's whatever.
Just adding over.
Sorry. All right. There you go.
That is maybe the first vote I've ever seen go majority Corvid. I think people underestimating cats in that
It
gamble.
is not the
Like, I
majority
know we
vote for
can't let
Corvids.
The
I will tell you what the majority vote for Corvids is.
Flip
This is
another
not the one.
Right.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Do you have any
It's
case?
not the biggest vote for Corvids we've ever seen.
Got it.
I will only be able to guess.
Where was Nitro's game?
Yeah, I'll guess.
Oh, Nitro's game, yeah.
Where is it? I know it's here somewhere.
6, sadly.
Oh, smokes. A new lease on life.
Oh.
I will spread.
Oh. No revolt.
Ooh. Does that give it to cats?
Dude.
We had 10 people gamble on
What a life.
Corvids.
Yeah. Only 5.
That changes things.
So I'll get that. Put the over there.
That does change a lot of the math. I think cats are... I think that's the cat's game right there.
I will dom swap. Discard.
Wait.
Mount dom.
Wow, are we dom swapping?
For the funds?
Woodland
I-
Alliance, get out of a dom swap.
I mean, I don't want to give the crows if I fail the guess here. I don't want to.
Oh, for exposure. We're exposing.
Oh.
Smarter. I don't like that.
I do like that. I thought you were going to try to aid them a card or something.
That's a
Oh,
good.
no.
That's a good move. I like that. Okay.
That's a very good
That's a great move. That's the sort of thing I talk about all the time. I was just confused because we didn't have pieces there yet, but yeah,
Then
If we're going to have pieces there, then yeah.
that is a great move. I love
we'll get-
dom swapping like that.
Should we talk about it as a
Plus-
table? If you
Yeah, I
want?
think so.
Oh yeah,
I'd say it's a bomb, like flipping bombs over and over.
cats are real interested in talking about this plot.
Well, cats go next.
Right, that's my point.
I will be there.
Cats don't even care.
So, yeah, I
We're
guess
just talking
I'll go
about
there.
it first.
Oh.
Oh, well, hold the phone. You can only do exposure. Before drawing cards in the
It's
evening.
before-
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's before a draw. He
Okay,
can
cool.
do it. I just wanted to make sure we had a piece of that.
They did, in fact, design exposure so Woodland Alliance could participate.
Organize in mouse. I mean in bunny. Over there. So that goes onto the coffin. For 2.
That would have been 1 point for the crows right there.
And
Had we remembered.
do I have to keep the warrior, or can I organize and then guess?
GFletch briefly believing that exposure has limitations.
You can organize because it's just a piece.
Okay, so I guess I will organize and then we can talk about the plot.
Yeah, just as an enemy. Yeah, so you can do that.
All right. So, as I said, I think it's a bomb, but
Good is a loaded word, Zamboni, but it's certainly a buff that I have experimented with and thought about, and that I think people have talked about plenty, and that is...
It seems highly unlikely.
Liked.
I don't know about liked, but it's
Extortion.
it's in the conversation, which I think maybe answers your question.
Just if he's insistent on getting in my way. But I think it's less likely. I think that most two likely are probably bomb and raid.
I'm thinking the same thing.
And I think bomb might be more likely, but this other face down one is in.
I really want it to be an extort just for the
I think
funsies.
better raid.
Crows are. How many crows are on the board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Although they can't place in the keep, so that's 3.
Yeah.
But if they, and this is still 2, which would make it a pretty poor raid clearing.
I don't know that raid really gets them anything other than it's hopefully not one we would guess, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they're going to recruit next turn. That's 4 crows. That's their whole bag.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Fletch, what did
And
you
I'm sure they're not thinking
what did you say
about-
it wasn't for? What did you put down?
You know what? I can't remember.
That's too bad. That's too bad.
I'd love to help, but
I just can't. And looking at it is impossible. I've gouged out my eyes.
Yeah, I'd say bomb as well.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50 at worst.
All right, so I'll guess that thing over there is a bomb.
nope.
Hey, I mean, you got any other cards? No.
No, I got no more cards, so I'll draw 2 and then my turn.
Okay, cats. You got to blow up 7.
Or win.
And dig into 4.
Okay, I mean, it's that easy.
I hate it, but
Cats, can you just win?
We don't have 2 bird cards because we only have 1 card in hand.
Oh, right. Okay, we needed the 2 bird cards.
We probably don't have a win, but we can get ourselves awful close.
That in mind,
But the thing is, close
I'll go ahead and
is still maybe not enough when Corvids are sitting on a win, I think. How many do they
Well, we
have?
said that we're battling in 7 and moles are getting rid of 4.
Yeah, I'm just... Any turn where we focus heavily on building means we're not going to be battling 7 necessarily.
We can battle move builds.
Yeah, we could do a March battle build, and that's maybe our turn.
Yeah. If we have another bunny card or a bird card, we could do double builds, which won't get us there, but it could at least get us close.
Yeah, the dream was, I think, to overwork and build another sawmill, but we could settle for something lesser.
Yeah.
Six wood on the field. 70. Okay, I definitely can't win this turn. So I've done my homework.
We do not feel we have the win.
So I'll move into daylight craft.
I don't think we could have the win with how things are looking.
We physically cannot craft. Okay, so I think we have a bird card.
Action then. I will go ahead and battle.
Cutting out a little bit, friend.
Is that cool?
Battling in 7.
Yes.
Me? You're battling me in 7?
The crows. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. No ambush.
An ambush here would have been pretty brutal, actually.
Some woodland alliance.
If you'd ambushed here, we might have lost the sawmill on not our turn.
I mean, I can have that delicious snack whenever I want.
That's true. Fair enough. No ambush.
there we go.
2-2.
2-2.
Gets us our point. Was it a raid?
2 hits on
Not a
Nick.
raid.
Is that a raid?
It was not a raid.
To the coffin!
To the coffins!
I will save the 2 cats I lost.
Oh.
One and only card.
Alright, that was not a bird card, so we have 2 actions remaining.
Yep.
Leaves me with.
I don't feel like Woodland Alliance has it on their turn, Pat. Oh, that's been there for a while. We've accepted that fate there.
Yeah, Pat, we went a whole turn cycle with that there.
Yeah, we just left it there.
Is to battle the Woodland Alliance in 6.
Okay, so we're not leaving it there this turn.
No
then.
ambush.
Cool.
Okay.
No cards. You can take one off the top.
Yeah, I think it was Johnny who was asking. Corvids have been forgetting their own warriors from coffins.
So I think there should be 4 Corvids in the coffin right now that are not
Points.
currently.
Correct. So our coffin cam is looking a little more sad than it should be.
Wait a second. How many woods are you using there?
That costs 3 wood, which I'm about to.
I gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I see what you're saying about not
Uh-huh.
1, but worked out.
I would not spend the wood out of 1
Okay, John,
or out of 11.
Oh, that seems like the safest
great.
one.
Oh, we don't have connection. Never mind. Sorry, we didn't reconnect to 1. Yeah. That's what they were just talking about. I forgot we spent the second action on Wooden Alliance.
Interestingly enough, from 1, we can move to 9 and 12 to get building slots without having to worry about reconnecting upward if need be.
Let me think here for a sec.
Yeah, cats are in a pretty solid position to win next turn.
Yeah.
Corvids are sitting on a 5-point plot, which would take them to 28.
Unfortunately, I think
They're on top of 2 sympathy as well. 3.
Right.
Cats are going to be a tough one for WA and I to stop.
That's also the issue, though, is if moles stop
Crows
crows can't stop cats.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to hit them and then use whatever extra credit you have to hit me.
That's probably what has to happen, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think the only thing crows really can do is remove that sawmill up in 7.
Well, screw it. Let's do it.
The hard part is,
Second action, let's dig.
I think cats have enough sawmills and wood
Dig into 4.
that they don't really care if you remove their buildings
By the way,
anymore.
I'm so sorry. I totally forgot I gave you that card.
Yeah,
When
I
was
know.
Oh, funny.
So this dig is actually a little dangerous
I'm not going to bring these guys in just yet.
because we have to move for the Woodland Alliance.
Yeah, digging, I'm just placing.
I would probably,
because I want to trigger outrage only one.
I see. We're gonna move more in there, so
Okay.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
gonna do
that-
a
I'm gonna
move.
have to
Okay.
forsake this citadel, which
That's fine.
burns, but
Oh, I don't know if I like that.
gotta have enough moles to do the job. So I'm gonna take. How many do I need here?
I mean, you might
I'll
want to
leave 2.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
leave 2 behind.
Juicy cardboard.
Yep. So this is Brig. Move 1 into the burrow. Move 2 out of the burrow into 4. And I will pay you my card there, WA. That was Brigadier. Let's go ahead and use. I'm out of battles.
Yeah, you gotta.
We can only battle the Corvids, and we cannot battle the cats now with this course of action.
So your concern is
Yeah.
you won't be able to move and battle me, right?
Yeah.
We'll have Marshall,
That's the
but
concern,
because we
is
use Brig to
indeed
move, we
the
can't use
concern.
Brig to battle
Yeah.
and then
That's
battle
gonna have to
again.
be Crows and WA's problem. So I'm going to
That's fair.
here
I do what I can, man. I do what I can.
to battle the Crows. You want to play an ambush?
I would like to, and I can't. Nope.
I don't.
I would like to.
I think the game is effectively over.
1-1.
Yeah.
I think crows are stoppable, obviously, because they're corvids.
That's at the end. Yep.
I don't
Yes.
know that you stop cats.
Corvid's finally remembering the coffin.
Giving up all 6 of my moles to a WA revolt.
Oh, right. They can't flip it, so it's probably fine, right?
Right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the calculus. I didn't realize I'm putting off the problem for another turn, but that's
No,
okay.
I think that's the right play.
Yeah. So I'll battle the WA in 4. Do you want to play an ambush?
No.
Okay. Go ahead and take it. I'll get the point. And I will show you my cards.
Cats are fine with a 1 turn delay on
There are
crows.
no mice.
Sure, I mean,
I don't know, I was just teasing.
All right.
I will. Let's see. I don't really feel like formaling this turn. I will, however.
this game's moved so quickly.
It has. It's interesting though. We had a late gamble, and I think we're gonna have an early ending.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I'm gonna need him next
Playing with your
turn.
hair.
Was
It was
it-
just sticking out a little.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm trying to think back on the game, and it's been moving so quickly. I haven't had time to like stew on it as it's been happening, or to like get deep into
Yeah.
any of the like dissection of it as it's happening.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
you know what?
honestly
I'll scoot these 3 out of here.
Warriors, Pat. Round it up.
That's
Okay.
Marshall.
Martial law's not needed there anymore. So
Yeah. Cool.
So
that was my martial move.
I'm trying to think back about how exactly we got to this position.
No, I don't. I only have 2 cards. I'm gonna
No, Ted, they cannot.
Sure.
give myself a Capitan.
Okay, so luckily the 4
Oh,
crows we
Capitan.
missed don't matter.
Cool. Yeah.
Because we're at exactly 5,
Yeah.
but I still hate it.
All of 1 more point. This is a real banger of a turn. I'll pick up
A
cards.
vital turn, an important turn.
Yeah. I will not grass. I'll draw a card. Pass it.
So first things first. 1 point.
Oh, okay,
I'm gonna-
score 6.
Swap meet with Woodland Alliance.
Okay. You can
so-
take whichever you want. I mean,
Okay.
Just flip it face.
They can, Pat. I'm
They
counting
could also
it
have
now.
the if they have the anvil too. They could
Okay.
have had a god draw.
I don't. Oh, you mean if they craft both?
Yeah.
Yeah. If they craft both, it's super easy. If they craft coins, it's doable by a hair.
So let's see.
What do the birds do?
What do the birds do? Well, first we're gonna do some crafting.
Did we steal meat?
I don't
I'm
think.
gonna craft.
Did we steal meat? I think we
craft was
steal
crafted,
meated
isn't it?
because we have 6 cards. Oh wait, no, we could have.
Can thank the WA.
One was from an exposure, right?
One was from exposure. That's what it was.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, was that your linchpin?
Might have been. We'll try this one.
Did we have 5 points? We didn't have 5 points.
Craft coins.
Oh, there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so no, we have it. Minus some sort of ambush thing. We have it. We battle in 5. We battle in 8. We battle in what are we at? 27.
Okay.
We battle in 7
Oh
Looking like a
by
cat.
moving in or something.
Might be.
I'm not saying anything yet.
I'm gonna
Well, I
recruit.
will. I'm sitting at 17 points. I can say what I want.
I'm gonna recruit in Fox.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, it saves us a move.
Oh no.
Yeah, Dextroy, this has been turbo speed. We're at 2 hours, but this has been a fast game.
Okay, fine. Well, he just wanted to hang out.
587 is an easy 3 points.
I am going to battle the Woodland Alliance in 5. WA, would you like to use an ambush?
nope.
Okay.
We also could risk the cats in 7.
And I will give you.
We don't need to though.
No, I'm just saying we have options.
I'm gonna battle
We can use loam.
the WA
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
Oh, this is game then.
Yeah.
7.
Loam and Exert is the backup I'm talking about. If one of these...
No ambush. And I'm gonna battle the WA in 8.
No.
Crows! Yes!
There it is.
Painful life hope.
There
Clean.
we go.
Nice job,
Woo!
Crows.
Very clean.
Thank you guys. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
I thought for sure cats had it.
Yeah, me too. But that was a good game for crows.
That was a good game for Crows. Good game, everybody. Sorry, I unmuted slightly prematurely. Great game, everybody. Congratulations, GFletch, for the rare Corvid victory. But great job, everyone, all around. That was very cool. Macbeth, friend, Pwarren, thank you so much for participating in the tournament. It has been a pleasure to have you. I hope you have had fun. GFletch, we will see you in the next round. And everyone watching, we will see you in the next game, which is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Do we not have one at 11 a.m.?
Do we?
Yeah.
What? We might have another one I didn't know about. I'm sorry, it's only at 11.
Yeah, I don't know where the 8 p.m.
I
game
lied.
came
It's
from.
at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So I will see you then and set an alarm for myself. Have a great one.